And according to Coach Dave Wynn, they're up for the challenge.
These two teams haven't met since 2017 when all these players were in elementary school back then. Winner's Mill coming off a first-round victory, like you said. On the other side of this 2A West region, the Region 1 bracket, both Middletown and Williamsport play tonight.
Yeah, and they play each other. The winners meet on, today is Thursday. So next Tuesday, Region Championship. A little different this year. We have a little break in the action before the region finals are played next week, setting the stage then for the state quarterfinals.
Absolutely. And, of course, we've all been dreaming of a Middletown at Walkersville 2A West title game, but they both have to take care of business against the number 3 and number 4 seed here tonight.
Yeah, and, in this tournament, one and done, you don't want to blink, you don't want to make a mistake by looking too far ahead, so you got to be in the present and win tonight's game.
All right, we'll step aside for our break and come back for the opening tip-off after this.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Here's another cool Oldies 1450 reminder. The Thurmont Food Bank, located on Old Frederick Road in the Old Town Office Building near the Hunting Creek Bridge, opens Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. and Fridays from 4 to 6 p.m. Bring a picture ID with you to receive free food and learn about local resources for those in need. And for more information, you can call 240-288-1865 or go online to ThurmontFoodBank.com. To learn about this event and more, go online to WTHURadio.com. At Cool Oldies 1450, we care about our community and you.
All right, welcome back live here at Walkersville High School. Excited to be bringing you this game. We were talking there as we got started there. Both these teams have deep, experienced benches, Coach. Winners Mill has 8 seniors and a co-captain 3-year senior starter, Owen Case.
Yeah, and when you talk about these one-and-done tournaments, the seniors don't want the season to end, so they're going to play a little extra harder than maybe in a regular season game. But, if you look at the Walkersville lineup, they're going to start 4 seniors that have played deep into the playoffs years past. So kind of the experience, though there's 8 seniors on that roster, the playing experience goes to the Walkersville roster.
Yeah, not only that, but they have Frederick County scoring leader Kenyon Johnson. Johnson could be the most dominant player in the 2A right now.
Yeah, at 20 points and 12 rebounds a game, he is really tough inside, and we don't really talk about his defensive prowess, where he's blocking shots, stealing the basketball. We saw a lot of that in the CMC championship, and then just altering shots. It's almost like Coach Mathis has the defense set up to filter everything inside. They really challenge the three-point arc, filter everything inside, and there's Kenyon Johnson. Now, something to really keep an eye on, A.K. Whitby, who typically is the backup for Johnson, is not in uniform tonight for Walkersville. If Kenyon gets in foul trouble, it could be interesting what Coach Mathis does personnel-wise to match up against this.
But he's surrounded by a talented cast of players with Elijah Brown, Wyatt Gerhardt, Dylan, and the File brothers, and then the shifty little Darius Eubanks. So
Yeah, but nobody's over 6'4".
all right.
So that's the challenge. And Winters Mill is, you look out there across them. I don't have all their heights, but they're pretty much all 6'4" to 5'10" at the smallest.
So the tip goes over to Winters Mill. Walkersville controls in the forecourt. Eubank kicks it over to Brown, down on the wing, baseline drive, File to the corner, shot no good.
Gerhardt with the three-point attempt off the mark.
Sam Weibel with the ball out front. Hands off to Owen Case, the scoring leader on this team. Case takes a look. Now he drives, penetrates, and shoots and falls to the ground. They blow the whistle on the foul. The basket doesn't go, but Mr. Case will to the free throw line.
Foul goes to Gerhardt, his first personal. Starting lineup for Walkersville: number 1, Darius Eubank; number 2, Wyatt Gerhardt; number 3, Justin File; number 5, Kenyon Johnson, along with number 21, Elijah Brown.
Case puts in our first point of the game. With his first free throw, he'll shoot one.
Starting lineup for Winters Mill Falcons: number 1, Nat Curley; number 3, Sam Weibel; number 12, Camden Cook; number 24, Tommy Hinkus; number 25, Owen Case.
Walkersville with the ball now. Brown, top of the key. Baseline Brown, blocking foul. They're going to call him tight, I guess, huh?
Yep. A lot of times you do that early.
Yeah, just to
try
get,
to let things loosen up throughout the game.
So that foul was on Winters Mill.
Yep. Tommy Hinkins, number 24, picks up the first foul.
Eubank into Johnson, who misses the left-handed layup on the inbound, and Winters Mill pulls down the bound, and they bring it down court. Over to Nat Curley, top of the key, guarded by Gerhardt. Down on the right side to Case. Weibel has it. Back out front. Looking for help. Bounce pass to Case. Case picks up his dribble. Cutter to Weibel in the lane. Kenyon steps in front and then outside to take on the runner. No basket, and Johnson rips down the rebound.
A great defensive possession there by Walkersville in the half court, challenging the perimeter, and then the drive, and there's Kenyon Johnson to alter the shot.
File out front. Shot from Eubank, and he hits the three. Darius Eubank, first points of the game for Walkersville. Weibel hands it off to Curley. He picks up his dribble. Back to Weibel. Weibel drives into the lane. It's knocked away. Brown comes up with it. Elijah bounce pass to Eubank. He pulls up, takes a look at the three, and then decides not. Back to File, go around to Gerhardt. They go. Johnson sets a pick. Gerhardt with a step back. It's short. Right into the hands of Weibel. And the Falcons bring it up. Underneath, kick inside. Traveling violation on Tommy Hinkhouse.
I think Kenyon might have got away with a little bit of an arm grab there. Calls the movement.
Eubank down on the right side to File. Justin inside to Kenyon. This time he misses another layup. Can't get it back, but Eubank steps in front and pulls it down. Brown with a crossover, and he shoots. It's way off. Winters Mill comes up with it on the run. Down on the right side, Hinkhouse. Knocked out of bounds. Walkersville ball.
A little miscommunication there on the cut for Winters Mill. Pass a little behind him and aimlessly out of bounds. 3-2. We're just under 5 minutes to play here. Slow start. Sometimes you have those situations in these playoff games where teams just come out a little tight, filling each other out.
Gerhardt back door to Brown, and he scores.
Great back screen set up by Walkersville. Executed that half-court play perfectly. Gerhardt to Brown for the two-point layup.
Quick to the basket goes number 3. Swatted by Johnson, doesn't get a hold of it, but File comes down with the rebound, and Justin slows it down, then gets some help from Gearhart cross court. Gearhart lobs inside to Johnson. He bounces once. Now he kicks out. Drive into the lane. Another kick out. Brown to Gearhart. He sets the pick. Gearhart drives in. Shoots off the glass. No good. Rebound Weibel. Here come the Falcons down the right side. Step back, number 1. Nat Curley, it doesn't go. Eubanks with the boards. Darius takes a look. Brown shoots the 3. It's off. Right into the hands of Eubank. Between the legs. He has it knocked away and stolen. Getting too fancy with that dribble. And now a foul on Johnson.
Yeah, and that's not a foul you want to get if you're Kenyon Johnson.
Yeah, reach in the backcourt. No. Not a good foul.
His first foul. Nice play there by Nat Curley. Help side defense. Picks up the steal.
Drew Jenkins into the game for the Falcons. Weibel has it. Top of the key, guarded by File. Down on the left side they go. Lost right into the hands of Johnson. He rifles it forward, and then it's stolen back by Winters Mill.
Yep.
Inside to Koch. He backs in, looking to shoot. Johnson blocks it, and he comes down with it.
Yep. That's Camden Cook. Those of you that are, or Coke, those of you that are Ravens fans might recognize that name. Punter Sam Cook from years past.
Inside to Johnson they go. He draws a double team, shoots, and makes the basket, and draws the foul. Kenyon will shoot the and 1.
Camden Cook picks up the first. His first. Into the game is number 11, Drew Jenkins. Another senior from that roster. Also Dylan White for Walkersville, number 12, in, along with Trevor Fowl.
And Kenyon continues his good free throw shooting ways here at the end of the season by putting in the and 1, making an 8-2 lead for Walkersville now. Falcons with the ball. Bounce pass to Weibel. He goes baseline. Caught in the paint. He kicks it back out front. Case takes a look off the screen. He drives. Bounce pass underneath is a beauty. Spin and a shot. Altered shot didn't go. 11 with the outlet. Whoa, beautiful reverse layup. Didn't drop. But we've got a foul. Who's that? Dylan White?
Dylan White on the attempt. A great outlet pass by Kenyon Johnson after he pulled down the defensive rebound. Just not able to put that reverse layup home.
He's a little too far under the basket on that one. But then he did a reach in, which is what most high school players make that mistake. After they lose the ball and miss the shot, they tend to go back and foul. Oh, now we've got a charge on the Falcons. Number 12, Camden Cook.
His second personal. In the game for Winters Mill, number 32, Chris Schoonover. Tommy Hinkes returns.
Trevor File
returns.
Trevor File into the game now. They run the weave. Out front. File penetrates, picks up his dribble, back out front to Eubank. Eubank looks. He draws a double team, backs out, then shoots the runner. In and out, gets his own rebound. Now he wants to go again. Over to Gearhart, the shot no good. Rebound and over the back on White.
Actually, Gearhart picks up the second personal foul.
Brown in for Gearhart. Four team fouls on the Lions already.
Yep, 1:45 to play.
Score is only 8-2 here in the 2A West Regional Semifinal. That's Region 1. Case drives to the hoop, picks up his dribble, goes with a shot and scores. Tommy Hinkhouse, check that.
8-4, Walkersville with the early lead. Minute and 20 to play here in the first quarter. Both teams half-court man-to-man defense.
Trevor File from the corner, drifts back out front, spins and goes to the hoop. The shot does not drop.
Gets his own rebound.
Yes, he does. Out front to White, cross court to Eubank. He lobs inside to Johnson, and the foul is called. Looks like it's going to go on Case.
Actually, it's going to go 32. A little too much muscle underneath, trying to shove Kenyon Johnson off his spot.
Schoonover?
Yep.
So that evens it up at 14 fouls apiece here with 55 seconds on the clock. Next team that fouls sends the other team to the free throw line. End of Trevor. Trevor File over to Eubank. They set the pick. Eubank. Miscommunication. Brown broke as Eubank shot, bounced the ball to him, and
yeah, I think Darius was expecting Elijah to loop around behind him on the penetration. Therefore, the pass missed.
Hinkhouse shot by Jenkins, no good. Walkersville ball.
31 on the game clock. See how much Walkersville works this down.
30 on the shot clock.
Yep. Darius going to take his first break of the evening.
Lions lead at 8-4 in the first period here. Inbound to White. White guarded hard in backcourt. Brings it across. Over to Trevor. Brown. White with a step back. It's way off.
Ooh, too early also. That's not a good selection there.
5 seconds on the clock. Case has it. He'll go. He shoots the three jumper and it's good. Right at the buzzer. He makes it a 1-point game with a fadeaway 3-point jump shot. Nice bucket by the co-captain of the Winters Mill Falcons. We'll be right back after this.
Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more, Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in two wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
All right, we're back live, and Winters Mill has inbounded the ball. They have it. Pull-up shot from 10 feet, rims in and out. Rebound Johnson.
Walkersville's back with 4 of their 5 starters. Dylan White in place of Wyatt Gerhardt, who picked up 2 fouls in that first quarter.
White with the ball on the wing off the Kenyon Johnson screen into the corner. Eubank has it stripped away and stolen. Ball's on the floor, scramble for it. Winters Mill comes up with it, and then Eubank strips it away again. Now there's a scramble for the ball, and there it goes out of bounds. See the call.
And I believe Walkersville, Elijah Brown called for a timeout when Darius had the ball on his back on the floor before it became loose that very last time. And yes, indeed, the referee awarded a timeout to Walkersville.
So a very heads-up play by the young Elijah Brown there to save possession for Walkersville at the 7:20 mark of the second period. Walkersville leads it by 1, 8-7 over the Falcons.
One thing I noted about that first quarter, Kenyon Johnson, offensively, very few touches. Winters Mill has done a really good job on limiting his opportunities.
All right, here's the inbound. Eubanks steps out underneath their own basket. Johnson sets the screen. They lob inside to Johnson. He shoots, a lot of contact, no whistle. The ball is partially deflected as Winters Mill comes down the runner, the shot on the run by Case, and we have a whistle.
Foul on the floor, Darius Eubank on the drive. That's 2 on Darius also.
So the call is on the floor. It is not a shooting foul as Case steps out.
James Steer comes in for Darius Eubank.
They set up the box inbound, but they can't convert, and Case has to call a timeout to save possession. Good inbound defense by the Lions on that one, Coach.
Yep. Actually, I'm impressed with both teams' half-court defense. I mean, 8-7. Coming in, we knew Walkersville had a really good defense. They hold teams to 44 points a game. Winters Mill holds teams to 53, so that's pretty formidable also. And right now,
we're under the pace.
7, yeah.
Kind of reminiscent of that game we did night before last, where we were at halftime. The score was like 9-2.
Yeah, I saw that final score. Brunswick really put it on them in the second half.
They spanked them. There's no other way to put it. Caught them flat-footed. There's the inbound. The shot is no good. Rebound Brown. White brings it up.
We'll see if Coach Mathis looks like he's calling a play just, there it is, they clear it out.
Into Johnson, he's too far under the basket, but he's fouled on the attempt, and he'll shoot 2.
Yep, they cleared everything out, isolated Kenyon Johnson on the seal down low.
And then they lobbed it into him.
Yep.
Who drew the foul?
I think it was Drew Jenkins.
Johnson makes the first one. I want to let you know we are not videoing this, but we are streaming it, and we're shooting pictures here of the action and putting them up on the stream. So you'll see still shots with the play-by-play action behind them on our streaming site. We're restricted from video during the playoffs, so we'll bring you audio only. Shot from way out front, too far off the back of the rim. Rebound, Walkersville. James Steyer into the game, almost has it stolen. Gets his dribble back over to White. Skip pass to Brown. In the corner they go. Brown sets the pick. Drive into the lane, shoot. Nice little one-hand, right-handed runner from about 5 feet out, right through the net. And he's fouled. He'll shoot the N1.
Coach Wynn doesn't like it, but I'll tell you what, this referee that he's talking to doesn't like to be talked to. Don't question him.
Justin File to shoot 1. In and out. Rebound Wyville. He comes down quickly.
6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 12.
Hand off to
Walkersville.
Looking for the pick and roll. It wasn't there. Top of the key. Hinkhouse. Case. He pulls up. Shoots off the glass. No good. Tries to get his own rebound. Knocks it out of bounds. And they reverse the call. Walkersville ball. No. I thought they were going to reverse it. No, they give it to Winters Mill. Inbound, right under the basket. Turn, shot is good. Hinkhouse with the bucket.
Nice patient move under the basket. Finishes with a reverse layup.
Trevor File. Johnson posts up. Baseline, pull up, double clutch, blocked. Loose ball. Hinkhouse comes up with it. Here come the Falcons. They're pushing it. In the corner. Case lets it go. 3 points for Owen Case. Tie game, 12 apiece.
Owen is 2 for 2 from behind the arc. He hit that last second shot to end the first quarter, and here on with this second.
White shoots the three, no good. Rebound, Weibel. Pushing the ball again. Hinkhouse goes to the bucket. Fakes, tries to go up with it, he shoots and scores. And Brown is hit and hurt, and he sinks to the ground. We've got an injury timeout. We'll be right back after this break. Oh, Charlie. All right, Brown gets up. He's all right. He shook it off. It looked serious at first. I think he just got the wind, got him, yeah. Got a little wind knocked out of him, got his breath back now. He's not coming out either. That's interesting. White brings it across. Over to File. Brown lobs inside to Johnson. He scores. And he's fouled.
Yep.
Weibel draws the foul. Johnson will shoot one. Swish. He drained that one.
Elijah Brown with a great interior pass. Johnson strong through the contact with the finish. Case
brings it up, spin move, kick out, shot from three-point land, no good. Right into the hands of Johnson, and now he's got a whistle, and it looked like a defensive foul. Yes, it's against Winters Mill.
Schooner picks up his second.
Walkersville has the ball in a 1-point lead. 4:11 to go in the second.
4 team fouls on the Falcons already this second quarter.
White to File. Justin penetrates. Picks up his dribble in the lane. Needs help. He gets it from Brown, who goes to the basket. He tries to kick it out, but it hits the rim, and he gets his own ball back. Trevor pulls up and shoots the jumper. It's an air ball. And Winters Mill with the save. Here comes Hinkhouse. Over on the left side. Case, they play catch. Three-pointer, way off. Loose ball, rebound, put back, no good. Loose ball, rebound, put back is good. So Hinkhouse stays in there. Back-to-back offensive rebounds. He makes it.
16-15 Falcons.
Inside.
Yep.
File gets knocked to the ground, no whistle. Winters Mill comes up with it. They bring it into the half court. Kick out, number 1. He drives. Hinkhouse loses it. Good D all the way around. Curley in the corner. Case goes baseline. Fires it down into the corner. Shot by Weibel. No good. Rebound White. Dillon slowly across. 2:52 to go. Down by 1. Walkersville has the ball. Lob inside to Johnson. He shoots and scores. They got the formula, Coach.
Yep, and Winters Mill is playing man-to-man, but it's almost like a zone. They are really sagging off the shooters, trying to make things very difficult on the interior, and they are here early in the game. Walkersville now with a 1-point lead, 17-16, under 2.5 to play in the second quarter.
Straight to the hoop goes Weibel, and he puts it in for the basket, and they retake the lead. A seesaw battle here in the first half, back and forth.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Falcons are playing with great energy, great pace on defense and offense.
Brown is wide open underneath there.
Yeah.
There's the alley-oop. Knocked away. Winters Mill with the break. No good. Rebound right into the hands of Trevor File. Over to Dylan White. White signals the play. Over to Trevor. From the corner. Beautiful shot. What a stroke by Justin File for the three.
Boy, they needed that. Walkersville needed to hit an outside jump shot. Two for 7 from behind the arc here in the first half.
Wyville to Case. Case takes a look, has it knocked away and stolen by Dylan White. Over to Brown, back to White. White pushes it down to Trevor. Trevor looking for the skip, not there. Lob inside to Johnson. He backs in, he shoots, and he's fouled hard. Kenyon hits the ground, he'll shoot 2.
Schoonover picks up the 3rd personal foul. Very physical in the paint.
Swish. 21-18, Walkersville.
So Camden Cook returns, and he has 2 personal fouls. He's going to draw the Kenyon Johnson assignment.
Got them both. Winters Mill inbounds at the 1-minute mark of the first half. Case, bounce pass down on the left side. Over to Wyville, off the screen. Into the paint, backs in, kicks it out. Hinkhouse shoots the 3. No good. Loose ball right into the hands of Johnson. He's got a 3-on-1.
Oh.
And he somehow throws it away, but it went off, fortunately, off of one of the Winters Mill players. And it looks like the referee's going to talk about it.
That's going to be a bench warning on Winters Mill. From this angle, it looked like it did go off the Falcon player, but Owen was that player. He did not think it hit him.
Walkersville ball in the corner. Got a whistle underneath and an offensive foul.
Traveling.
Oh.
Traveling violation on James Starr.
Case brings it up. Signals everybody to move off. He drifts right, bounce pass on the wing. Hinkhouse has it. He drives, loses it out of bounds. Walkersville ball. 34 seconds on the clock, 30 on the shot.
Walkersville did not end the first quarter very smartly. Let's see if they do better this quarter. You want to run this thing down to about 5 seconds on the shot clock.
And then lob it inside to Johnson.
Yeah.
Knocked away and almost stolen. Loose ball on the floor. Winters Mill comes up with it. We got a whistle on the floor. Walkersville will get it back. No.
Timeout. Winters Mill saved the possession.
He pointed that way. I thought he meant it was a Walkersville ball, but.
Got a 30-second timeout called by the Falcons.
So Walkersville loses the ball on the turnover. Winters Mill comes up with it with 19 seconds on the clock.
Possession at midcourt.
So shot clock is off now. They'll play for the last shot. Down by 4. I predict they try to isolate Case for the 3 since he's 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, his stat line through the season was not that strong from behind the arc. Inside, he's a 48% field goal. So that's pretty impressive. Not a lot behind the arc, but like you said, he's 2 for 2 here tonight.
Into Case they go. Bounce pass to Hinkhouse. Back to Case off the pick. 3-pointer, it's good. Did I predict that one or what? Walkersville's got a chance to get off another shot if they push the ball up.
If they play it right,
3 seconds on the clock. Brown can't pull the trigger because Winters Mill did a great job of defending him, and Winters Mill is stoked. You can see the energy, Coach.
Yep. They're playing with a lot more energy than Walkersville. Walkersville's kind of shaking their head right now.
Well, when you're the number 4 seed and you take a 1-point game into the dressing room against the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You've got to see that as a
Holding their
victory.
place and knocking down shots. Yep. Playing with great energy are the Winters Mill Falcons.
All right, we'll take a break and be right back after this.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
This is Gary Bauer in Washington, D.C. with your end-of-day report sponsored by American Values. Former President Donald Trump just spoke to the National Religious Broadcasters Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. He received a very warm reception from the large and enthusiastic audience. Trump directly warned about the growing threats to religious liberty, threats I often report on. Unlike the Biden administration, Trump vowed to protect God in the public square if he's elected. Trump also promised that one of his first acts as president would be to create a high-level task force to fight anti-Christian discrimination. Every communist and fascist regime in history has tried to either control or stamp out the church. Trump warned that the neo-Marxist left wants to tear down crosses and replace them with so-called social justice flags. LGBTQ rainbow flags already fly outside many woke churches these days. The growing religious persecution against Christians in America today is undeniable. Biden has weaponized the law against pro-life activists while ignoring hundreds of attacks by radical leftists against churches and pro-life organizations. Attacks on churches have more than doubled during Biden's presidency, but he says nothing. It shouldn't surprise any Christian in America that Donald Trump is fighting against religious persecution. I know firsthand how much he cares about the issue of Christian persecution. He appointed me to the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, where I served for 3 years. Many churches and pastors seem to have forgotten or rarely acknowledge that Donald Trump's 3 Supreme Court appointments have provided more protections for churches, pastors, and religious liberty than any president in modern memory. Christians must be engaged in this critical year. This is Gary Bauer signing off from Washington, D.C. To support our work at American Values, visit GaryBauer.com.
Here's the cool oldies 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, mostly clear. Lows around 29 degrees. Mostly sunny tomorrow, warming up to near 51. Rain in the forecast tomorrow night. Chance of rain is 100% with lows around 41. Still cloudy and more rain on Saturday. A high near 52. Chance of rain before 1 a.m. by Saturday night. The lows down to 44. 40% chance of rain. From the cool oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm LaJuan Haynes.
Good afternoon. This is Lou Flores. Maryland has dropped 3 of its last 4 after falling 68-61 to Northwestern. The Terps are 15-14. Will be hosting Indiana Sunday afternoon. Virginia snapped its 2-game slide after a 72-68 win at Boston College. The Cavaliers improved to 21-8. They'll be visiting Duke Saturday night. George Mason is on a 2-game skid. The 18-10 Patriots host Duquesne Saturday afternoon. George Washington has dropped 11 in a row. The 14-14 Revolutionaries visit LaSalle Saturday afternoon. Georgetown is hoping to bounce back from its recent loss. The 9-19 Hoyas host Xavier Saturday night. Virginia Tech has dropped back-to-back games. The 15-13 Hokies host Wake Forest Saturday night. And that's sports. I'm Lou Flores on the Maryland News Network.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis. A blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer. Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents... And Doug.
Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emu wearing sunglasses!
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this important message.
We're here at Clustered Spires Golf Club on a very special day that players will truly appreciate.
Did you see that, Fred? Unbelievable! And right onto the green.
Well, you know, Tom, Clustered Spires Golf Club is an 18-hole first-class championship golf course that has been awarded a 4-star rating from Golf Digest and voted Frederick's best golf course 17 times.
That's right, Fred. And the reason players do so well at Clustered Spires Golf Club is the state-of-the-art driving range and practice greens to sharpen their game in between rounds. And it's 5 minutes from downtown Frederick, just off the historic Gas House Pike.
But the real secret all golf pros know is that Clustered Spires Golf Club has the perfect way to start or end your outing. The superb pro shop in the clubhouse and the Brewers on the Green restaurant.
That's the Clustered Spires Golf Club, Frederick City's own public course situated along the beautiful Monocacy River. Book your tee time today at clusteredspiresgolf.com.
Who do I play for? I play high school basketball for every baller who ever played a pickup game on the driveway, playground, or alley. Because we all share the same dream. I play for buzzer beaters, big-time boys, and burying rainmakers. I play high school basketball for the chance to put my hometown in Maryland on the map by playing in a state championship.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college. But all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up. Lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home.
I play high school basketball because I love performing in front of a capacity crowd in my hometown gym.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
Banner is your source for all good news happening in our community. New issues are published by the first of each month. Check your mailbox, view online, or grab a copy at one of the many local businesses in and around the Catoctin community. The paper is also a great way to promote your company and show your support for the good things happening in our community. For more information, visit thecatoctinbanner.com or follow us on Facebook.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness. What's the People's Restaurant? It's the diner, and you won't find a better one than the Mountain View Diner. It's the ultimate comfort food. From delicious appetizers to sandwiches to succulent entrees, the Mountain View Diner can satisfy any taste. If it's mouth-watering Greek fare you're after, the Mountain View Diner will not disappoint. And don't forget the famous cheesecake. Mountain View Diner on West Patrick Street in Frederick and in Charlestown, West Virginia, across from the casino. A winner 3 years in a row for a Best of Frederick Award. The people who love great food eat at the People's Restaurant. The Mountain View Diner.
All right, we are back here live at courtside. Halftime just about over here in this 2A West Region 1 semifinal between the Walkersville Lions and the Winters Mill Falcons. Coach, what do you think that these teams have to do to make a difference in the second half?
Well, Winters Mill, if I'm Coach Wynn, I'm happy with my performance. You got to keep playing with that same kind of energy, both on the offensive end and defensive end. Their pace on offense is really good. They are moving without the ball. They're driving. They're really making the Walkersville defense play. Walkersville's offense needs to find an answer besides Kenyon Johnson. They need to hit some shots, open things up a little bit for him, because Winters Mill has a great defensive game plan. They're sagging. They're really making it hard for Kenyon to catch the basketball deep in the post where we know he really likes to work. And here they're doubling him right there. And there's Eubanks takes a shot off the mark. Johnson with the rebound and the miss.
A loose ball foul on the floor on Winters Mill. Walkersville will inbound.
Great effort there. Wyatt Gerhardt on the offensive glass causes the foul.
Beautiful inbound to Brown, wide open. He misses the putback. Winters Mill with the ball. Over to Case. Case to Curley. Weibel penetrates. Reverse layup doesn't go. Rebound Brown. Out to Eubank. Foul underneath.
Number 12. That's going to be number 3 on Camden Cook. His third personal. Again, they're really muscling Kenyon Johnson.
Oh. Knocked away by Case on the inbound. Walkersville will reset and inbound again as Eubank steps out.
This defense by Winters Mill is really challenging Walkersville personnel right now.
Referee has Eubank tuck his jersey in. He does. Over to White. White off the pick. Over to Eubank. He takes a look. Bounce pass inside to Johnson. He spins, turns, goes with a spinning reverse layup, and it drops.
Early on, you can see Coach Mathis's half-court speech was, we're going to feed the ball inside, and there's going to be number 4
on
foul.
White.
Illegal screen on Camden Cook.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, tried to set a screen right there on the elbow of the foul line and was not ready when the defensive player ran into him.
Down on the left side, they lob inside to Johnson. He kicks out. Files shoots the 3. It's a wish. A beautiful rainbow 3.
With another 3.
And that's exactly what Walkersville needed. Little inside-outside game, and the outside game knocks down a 3.
Hinkhouse to Weibel. Weibel bounces 3 times, hands off to Case. Case goes between the legs, picks up the double team, fires it over in the corner, bounce pass underneath, shot is good. Number 32 with the bucket, Schoonover.
Yep, good drive and dish there by Weibel. Schoonover with the finish.
Eubank, bounce pass to Brown as he posts up. Lob inside to Johnson. He rips it away and slams it down with the dunk.
With the big slam.
Two-handed dunk by Johnson to make a statement there.
6-point lead, Walkersville. 5:37 to play here in the third quarter.
Curley, Hinkhouse. Looking for help. Fires it underneath to Curley. Curley to Case, he goes out. Schoonover takes a look and then drives into paint. No look, tries the no look to Weibel, but it goes right over his head.
Yeah, just a little too tall.
Well, he didn't know it was coming. It was such a great pass, he fooled his own teammate.
A little too much heat for that close. So 29-23, Walkersville working on 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Foul underneath again. We've got it.
Yep.
Who's that on?
32.
Schoonover.
His fourth. So both the big men that are Muscle and Johnson.
So that's a smart move. Coach Mathis just got Johnson out of the game.
He has a cut on his
he's
finger.
cut his hand. Yeah, he's bleeding. Top of the key, way off. Rebound, Hinkhouse. He hands off to Weibel. Weibel brings it up, penetrates, and we've got a whistle underneath.
That was a Lions wife here. It's his third.
Gerhardt picks up his third.
4 team fouls on the Falcons, 1 on the Lions. Into the game comes number 11, Drew Jenkins.
Yeah, Drew is like 6-man. Well, he's one of the leading scorers for the Falcons, so they have great distribution.
Sorry, Coach, beautiful steal. And back the other way, Foul with a layup.
Justin Foul with a great steal on the inbounds pass, and then goes coast to coast for the finish.
All of a sudden, the Lions have jumped out to an 8-point lead as Case shoots on the run in the lane and then gets his own rebound, but Eubanks intercepts, and he pushes the ball, fires it over to White. White to Foul. Justin drives. Back over to White. They work around to Eubank. Eubank sees the opening, goes straight to the hoop for the layup.
Strong move by the little point guard, left-hand finish. 10-point lead for the home team.
Case out front, trying to make something happen. Over to Weibel. Big battle going on between Hinkhouse and Brown as Weibel gets caught in the lane. He loses out of bounds.
Justin Foul with a great half-court defense. Pins Weibel under the backboard. Weibel knocks it off Justin's leg to retain possession. 7 on the shot clock for the Falcons.
Falcons to inbound. They get it into Weibel. He shoots in and out. Put back, no good. Case with the ball. He pivots. Fadeaway is good.
That young man works hard. Owen Case earned that basket there. Johnson back into the game. Finger taped up.
Shot from out front, it's good! Eubank with the trade!
And timeout, Winters Mill. Full timeout.
And we'll take a full timeout too. We'll be right back after this important message.
American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
All right, we are back here live with your courtside. 3:15 on the clock in the third period. The Walkersville Lions have jumped out to a 36-25 lead, an 11-point lead.
Yeah, from a 1-point lead just 5 minutes ago at halftime. Walkersville in this quarter is 2 for 4 from behind the arc, so opening things up. They were 2 for 7 behind the arc in the first half.
Whoa. Stolen by White, wide open to the basket. He shoots and it's blocked by Case. Case has it stripped away by Johnson, and then it's stolen. What a back-to-back-to-back steals.
Great defensive efforts, both ends of the court. And
spin move, scoop shot by number 11, and the bucket drops. I don't know how, but Drew Jenkins looked like that was a wish and a prayer.
Then they call, after the basket, dead ball foul on Kenyon Johnson. So the Falcons get the ball right back. And that's Kenyon's second personal foul. Into the game, 20 for the Falcons. Camden Deming.
Case with the ball. Over to Weibel. He drives, shoots, and it doesn't go, but he draws the foul. So Weibel will shoot 2.
Justin Fowl picks up his first foul. Walkersville came out of that timeout on defense, and they immediately trapped the ball, which was the first time all night, which caused the first turnover, but then that's when we had that flurry of turnovers and finished with a Falcon score. Braden Jones makes his first appearance for the Falcons. And he draws the Kenyon Johnson assignment.
Eubanks brings it across, guarded hard. Bounce pass to Brown. Brown to White, skip over to File. File back to White. Johnson posts up. He sets the pick. Straight to the hoop. Eubanks shoots on the run, and he's fouled. Darius will shoot 2. It's
Deming
a shoot.
Picks up the foul. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, rattles and pops out.
Halfway down, bounces out.
Eubanks to shoot 1. Got it.
37-28 Walkersville, 2:10 to play here in the third quarter.
Braden Jones steps out, inbound to Case. Kings brings it across. Jenkins fires it across court. They weave straight to the hoop. Caught in the lane, they lose it, get it back. Over to Hinkhouse. Hinkhouse trapped, has to shoot, he does. It doesn't go, rebound Brown. Then he's immediately wrapped up in the ball, stolen back, and we've got a whistle.
And the foul goes on Deming, the Falcons, across the arm when he made the steal. And Walkersville to shoot 2 now. That is the 5th team foul on the Falcons.
So we walk the floor as Elijah Brown toes the free throw line. Bounces twice and shoots. Too hard. Off the back of the rim.
And Trevor Fowl replaces brother Justin Fowl in the Walkersville lineup.
Brown to shoot 1.
Number two, Silas Durham makes his first appearance for Winters Mill.
Brown takes a deep breath, bounces twice, and shoots. Got it. 10-point lead for Walkersville. Case brings it up. Between the legs. Behind the back. Over to Hinkhouse. He sets a pick for Hinkhouse. Spinning. Stolen. Good play by File.
Trevor gets his hands in there. Him and Elijah Brown combined for that steal. Great help side defense.
Eubanks down to Brown in the right corner. Lobs inside to Johnson. Johnson shoots, and he's fouled. They got the formula.
Yep.
Kenyon will shoot 2. Yeah. He has made such a major improvement in his free throw shooting since the middle of the season. Hasn't he?
Yes, I would agree. Early on, it seemed like it was a challenge to make them, and now he's consistently making them.
Knocked down 2, and they were pretty soft shots through the net. Didn't touch anything but strings.
Working on 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Walkersville up 40-28. offensive explosion this third quarter for the Lions.
Case sets a pick. Over to Case now. He shoots on the run. Off the glass, bank shot for a 3 from NBA territory.
You know it's going for you. You're 4 for 4 behind the arc. One was a buzzer beater, and one's off the glass.
Knocked away and stolen by Hinkhouse. Outlet is stolen back by White.
Great hustle, Dylan White, from the other side of the court to get in that passing lane.
10-footer by Trevor, and it's nothing but net.
Quick jump shot. Trevor knocks it down. 11-point lead for the Lions.
Case off the pick. He shoots. No good. Rebound Brown. And we've got an over the back. That's going to go on Hinkhouse. Will walk the floor.
And Owen finally missed a 3-point field goal attempt.
Elijah Brown back to the line for 2.
He did miss that one, didn't he?
Yes. Which led to the Brown defensive rebound and foul on the Falcons. 2.5 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Brown to shoot. Missed it. Brown will shoot one. In and out. Rebound. Case. He rifles it at the buzzer, and it's fairly close for a three-quarter court shot. So that's the end of the third period with the Walkersville Lions 42 and the Winters Mill Falcons 31. We'll be right back.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
All right, we're back live here at courtside with the ball being inbound. Now to Case. Case will bring it across. 8 minutes separating one of these teams.
Walkersville outscored Winters Mill 20-10 in that third quarter to take this 11-point lead.
Straight to the hoop, left-handed off the glass. Weibel scores. No.
Before the shot, they're calling the foul.
Foul on the floor before the shot, so it'll be inbound for Winters Mill into Weibel. He drives, pulls up, shoots the 8-footer, rims in and out, hits the rim and drops in.
Friendly bounce here on Lions court.
Eubank has it. On the right side. Guarded by Case. Dribbles over him, goes straight to the hoop, shoots a runner, and he gets the roll.
Darius Eubank with the evasive moves, slips into the lane and throws up that little runner that finds home.
Case, bounce pass, Hinkhouse, he scores.
Nice pass by Owen.
Over to File. Justin lobs inside to Johnson. Has it knocked away. Nice play by Case.
Yeah, see how much attention he got there as soon as that ball was entered. Triple teamed, you're exactly right.
Eubanks, he'll inbound. Knocked away by Case. Case was jumping like a jacket box.
Yeah, it gets off the ground. Darius needs to throw that lob up a little bit higher.
Oh, bounce pass inside to Johnson. Oh, and he doesn't get the roll as Schoonover rips it down.
That ball just hung on the rim but would not fall.
Backdoor inside rifle pass. Jenkins kick out to the corner. He drives. Whistle.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Wow. Possession goes to Walkersville.
Darius Eubanks jumped in that driving lane, grabbed the basketball. Alternating possession goes over to Walkersville.
Eubank brings it across midcourt, guarded by Case. Bounce pass to Justin in the corner. Rifled inside to Johnson. Beautiful pass, and Johnson can't score, but he's fouled again.
Yep.
That one goes on Jenkins.
Yep. Great bullet pass there from the top of the key from Elijah Brown. Gets it to Kenyon Johnson while the defense is repositioning.
Oh. Kenyon misses the first one. Out comes Jenkins. In comes Deming. Johnson makes the second one. 45-35 Walkersville with 6:25 to go in the game. Over on the right side, Deming sets the pick. Baseline drive. What a move by Case.
All show, no dough on that drive, though. Reverse layup, never touched the rim.
Brown. He dribbles left, bounces inside to Johnson. Johnson gets mugged, so he kicks it out to Eubank, and he just soft touches the three in.
Yep, wide open, inside, outside game, and everybody's paying a lot of attention.
Oh, beautiful steal. Gearhart can't bring it down, though. Man, oh man, he's just inches away from putting that one in.
Great effort by Wyatt, and the home crowd gives him a hand, even though he didn't quite finish the steal.
You get an A for effort on that.
Yep.
Hinkhouse into Case. Case brings it up. Over to Wyville. He spins, pivots, takes a look. Out to Schoonover. He dribbles right, has it stolen right out of his pocket with a beautiful outlet to Eubank, and then Eubank bounces it out as he sees all the Falcons collapse back underneath.
Yeah, and now you're almost in a time and score situation.
I think that's it for Schoonover. Yep. That's his fifth.
Just
so Schoonover got tied up with Johnson.
Yeah, I understand the game plan, but it's just a little too much physicality trying to defend Kenyon inside. And I think the refs are calling it right. I mean, they're not calling a foul every time, but when it's really bad, they call the foul.
So now Coach Wynn is talking to his players. He has them all in the front, huddled up as one of the players ties his shoe. Hinkhouse gets up. Johnson to inbound. Into File, over to Eubank. Back to White, he pulls the trigger. No good. Rebound Johnson, the putback, reverse layup by Johnson is good. Wow.
He's just outworking them right now on the inside. And then we got a technical foul on the coach for Winters Mill. You knew that was coming. I'm not sure what he expected in that exchange right there. And
so there's a teed up again.
So somebody's got to go home early on the Winters Mill bench. That's one direct and one indirect on the head coach.
So the referees, this is one of the most difficult places to be in for a referee, is when you feel like the game's slipping away from you and you have to maintain control and you've got a coach in your ear, you tee him up and it doesn't keep him quiet.
Yeah. And the head coach has exited the building for Winters Mill. Dylan White to shoot the technical foul.
They got it.
That's the first of.
Well, is it 4?
Well, they got 2
There's
technicals.
2. It is 4. He's going to shoot 2 more now. 3. Looks like he's shooting foul shot practice out there. Let's see if he can go 4 for 4. Oh, it popped out.
3 for 4 for Dylan. And the lead balloons to 53-35 with 5:04 to play.
Gearhart into Eubank. Eubank guarded in the backcourt by Case. Brings it across. Hands off to White. They weave to Gearhart. Bounce pass to Brown. He posts up. Knocked away by Case. Case playing referee out there.
That should go.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree. I think the ball went off Walkersville leg after Owen hit it.
Jenkins to inbound. Into Case. Coach Mathis settling his players down. A lot of emotion right now. Case drives. Wants to step back. Shoots off balance. Falling down. Does he get the foul? Yes.
Yeah, he got bailed out on that call.
So Owen will shoot 2. At the 4:45 mark of this game, Walkersville leads at 53-35. Case to shoot 2. Got it. Nothing but net. I want to remind you we'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. tip-off at Catoctin High School, where the Lady Cougars will face the Lady Warriors of Boonesboro in the 1A West regional semifinal. Into Eubank. Down to Gearhart. Lobs inside to Johnson. Johnson dribbles, kicks out. Eubank's shot. It's good! Darius has his range from three-point land.
3 for 4 this half for Darius from behind the arc.
Case picks up his dribble. Over to Wyville. He shoots. No good. Rebound, White. White, skip past to Eubank. Eubank. He backs it out. Working the clock now. Brown. Gearhart. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Eubank has it. He drives wide open on the drag foot, and he gets the roll.
Soft touch. Ball just lays on the rim till it bounces in.
And then the ball lost right into Johnson. Here comes the slam and jammer. The one-hand dunk. And he brings the crowd to his feet. And Lions put 60 on the board. Wyville. Out to Jenkins. He drives, pulls up, shoots. In and out. Rebound Wyville. Wyville shoots back. No good. Rebound Brown. Brown to White. No, Gearhart. Back to Brown. Whistle.
Technical on a Winters Mill player.
Technical?
Number 3.
That's Wyville. Referee's trying to keep control of this game. Now Eubank will shoot the 2-shot technical. The third technical foul, and he misses the first one. Third technical foul of this game. Getting a little chippy here. Both teams' emotions riding high. Somebody goes home for the season here. And that's a tough thing for those seniors as Eubank gets the second one.
Eubank gets 1 2.
You feel for them in your heart.
Yeah, and, for 2.5 quarters, they were playing right with the top seed Walkersville Lions.
Brown to Gearhart. Gearhart tries to lob inside, but it's stolen by Jenkins. Jenkins, he goes. Bounce pass. Off the glass, number 12 with the bucket.
Timeout. Winters Mill.
Camden Cook.
Should be a full timeout.
All right, we'll be right back after this break.
You have a list of things. None of those
most things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
All right, we are back. There's 3 minutes on the clock, and that's all that's separating Walkersville with a trip to the Region 1 final in the 2A West. We do not know against whom. It'll either be Middletown or Williamsport, but we'll check that score for you. As File and Brown play catch in the backcourt, bringing it up slowly. Over to Brown. Brown has it knocked away and stolen by Hinkhouse. Now it's stolen back by Brown. Eubank has it. Double team on Eubank. He gets out of trouble. And Walkersville works around the perimeter. Brown shoots the three. Missed everything. It kind of ticked the net, but on the outside. I thought at first it was a swish, but it was too clean. It was an outside swish, and the ball goes over out of bounds to Winters Mill. Jenkins with the pull-up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Falcons ball. Case steps out. Now we got a timeout.
Referee wants them to reset the shot clock to 30, and they do.
Baseline drive. Kick out to Hinkhouse. Back inside to Jenkins. He loses it. Gearhart comes up with it. Slowly, Eubank brings it up now. Guarded by Case. Over to Brown. Working around that perimeter, trying to keep that ball out front. There's a shot. Whoa, there it is. What happened? Basket's good, he said.
A foul on the box out. Number 11. Black.
So Johnson will shoot.
Yep.
And he'll shoot 2 on the bonus?
Yep.
Wow.
Just like the Falcons did on the other end a few minutes ago. Dead ball foul on the shot. Under 2 minutes to play here, 64-39.
Johnson, soft touch, puts it in.
Darius Eubanks, Justin Fowle.
What a second half for these Lions, Coach.
Yeah, and those two guards right there, point guard Darius Eubanks and Justin Fowle, got them started in the third quarter, and Darius finished it. Now Kenyon Johnson steps out.
Johnson comes out of the game, gets a crowd round of applause. In the Case. Case pushes it up. He goes off the pick. Spins, shoots, kicks out. Oh, bank shot, number 20 with the 3 bank. Camden Denning.
Winters Mill looking to trap, but James Steyer dribbles through it.
And a foul on Deming.
As he smacks Camden Horner. Going for the loose ball.
Trevor will shoot 2. Camden Homer, my bad. Short. He misses the first one. Homer to shoot 1. Minute 36 to go. Walkersville 66. Winters Mill 42.
Dylan White comes in for Elijah Brown.
Oh, it rattled, popped up, and dropped right through the hoop.
And Camden's on the scoreboard.
Indeed. Jump shot. Nice, soft three-point jump shot for Owen Case. That guy is automatic from outside that arc, isn't he?
Comes into the game averaging just under 14 points a game, and he has bested, if that's the word, that number.
And now a steal, and a shot and a foul. It looks like Deming will shoot 2 now.
2 shots.
Misses it. That was an interesting foul shot. He just kind of flicked the ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't bounce it or anything. He just flicked it at the basket. No real form to that.
Silas Durham returns for Winters Mill, and Nico Baez, his first action of the evening.
Missed them both. Timeout, Walkersville. So
Coach
he's going to what?
Mathis.
Get his bench in?
Yeah, the only starter still in the game was Wyatt Gerhardt. So I think Coach Mathis wanted to get him out of the game. And number 30, one of the JV call-ups, 6'4", Layden Barker entered the game.
Excellent.
And here goes number 4, Josh Jenkins. Another JV call-up has just checked in. Coach Mathis getting things organized. 1:08 to play. Walkersville with a comfortable 22-point lead.
So shout him out. Who we got on the floor for Walkersville now?
It's, if we can get down, number 4, Josh Jenkins. Number 10, James Steyer. Number 22, Trevor Fowl. Number 30, Layden Barker. And number 33, Camden Homer for the Walkersville Lions. Walkersville trying to work the shot clock down.
10 seconds. There's the shot. No, he stutters, goes in, drives straight to the hoop, and scores! James Steyer with a beautiful stutter-stepped basket.
Layden Barker was setting up a ball screen. James rejected the screen and got to the rim.
The pull-up jumper the other way.
Nice shot, Silas Durham.
Drops for Silas Durham. Steyer picks up his dribble. Bounce pass inside. Has it knocked away. Steyer penetrates. He goes again. Left-hander off the glass. Second basket in a row for James Steyer.
And now the remaining JV call-ups. I hope I have all their names. Number 35, Josh Nuguna.
Steyer gets a pat on the back from all the team and the coaches.
Number 24, Gogo Ogula.
Out on the floor.
And number 11, Coleman Heiser.
For Winters Mill, it's 21, Braden Jones. Number 10, Nico Baez. Number 2, Silas Durham. And number 20, Camden Deming. And a turnover out of bounds on Winters Mill. It goes over to Walkersville with 10 seconds on the clock. They'll just hold the ball.
Yeah, see if Coach Mathis just keeps them in the backcourt. He's trying to get their attention and trying to set them up just to stay in the backcourt.
There it is. 71-47 will be the final score here.
Number 4, Josh Jenkins dribbles it out for the Lions.
That's it! And a victory for the Walkersville Lions here at home in front of the crowd. They'll move on to the 2A West Regional Final, playing for the 2A West title against to be determined. Do we have any crosstown scores? Nothing?
No, Score Stream is not updating any scores.
I'll take a peek at Twitter before we get out of here.
Thank you for coming out and supporting Walkersville basketball.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back for our final analysis of this game. We'll be right back.
Information, news, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM,
One of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
We hope you're enjoying the game. Let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Maryland did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, we are back live. I didn't have any luck at all. I checked all the Twitter accounts and came up with zilch. Anything on your end?
Negative, Michael. I'm
all right.
Looking at probably the same sources as you. So.
All right, so this much we do know. The game will be played here. That much we do know. That's for certain. So either Middletown or Williamsport is coming here next Tuesday. Yep. We'll be here for that game. We wouldn't miss it because I got a feeling I would predict it probably might be Middletown.
Yeah, they've been the better team throughout the season over Williamsport. I mean, Walkersville, Middletown split in their head-to-head. They were so close they had to come down to a coin flip to decide who got the top seed. Right. Walkersville won that one, fortunately. Otherwise, we'd be traveling to Middletown. But, you know, the thing is, Walkersville went to Middletown, beat them. That's when Middletown was still undefeated at 12-0. Earlier in the season, Middletown came here and beat Walkersville. So it's going to be a raucous crowd. I would advise fans to get here early.
Oh, yeah.
Because typically both Middletown and Walkersville travel and support their teams. And we'll be able to announce tomorrow night when we're doing the Catoctin girls game who's coming to town.
We'll know by then, yeah. As a matter of fact, we'll probably know later tonight when we check the scores. You'll be able to go to our website, WTHUradio.com, click on the sports broadcast schedule, and you'll see the results. We'll have it there. But, hey, let me just say this. What a great effort and performance in the second half by the Walkersville Lions.
Yeah, and I was just doing – it was 22-21 at the end of the first half.
Correct.
And it looked like Walkersville was stumbling a little bit to deal with the Winters Mills half-court defense.
Well, I said myself it was a victory for Winters Mill to go down one and in the dressing room.
Yeah, Walkersville came out and scored 20 points in the third quarter and put up 29 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
To end up with this 71-47 lead.
And I got to say about 11 of those were from the free throw line.
Yeah, there were quite a few freebies because of technical fouls and stuff, but really Justin Fowle and Darius Eubanks was that outside game that Kenyon Johnson needed to open himself up on the inside game. Just enough support for the county's leading scorer and rebounder and his team to put 71 on the board. Mm-hmm. As we talked about in the pregame, they averaged 62 a game, so here you are in the region semifinal. You outdo that. They only give up 44 a game. Winters Mill did put up 47. Stellar effort. You know, I love the energy that Winters Mill played with. They really did compete, and that's one thing that Coach Wynn talked about. He had a group of kids who just loved to compete, and they were anxious to come here and play. And, you know, like I said, for 2.5 quarters, they were neck and neck with these Lions.
Yeah, no doubt. And really, it looked like the momentum just swung in that third period as they started to realize. They came out of the dressing room and they started to just go down low to Kenyon, go down low, and they got, like we were saying early on, they got a couple of players in foul trouble and they had to back off a bit.
Yep.
But then Johnson, as soon as they collapsed on him, he kicked out to Darius, and Darius was like slamming down threes, and that was unstoppable at that point.
Yeah, in the second half, 5 for 9 from behind the arc were the Walkersville Lions. And Darius, there were times where he had 3 or 4 seconds to release the ball on his three-point attempts after he fed it to Johnson, who then kicked it right back out as the pressure came, as you said. So, hey, let's talk about tomorrow night a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
For those that might remember.
I do. I knew you were going to go there.
This same scenario came up last year with a Catoctin team that had put it to Boonesboro twice, and Boonesboro pulled off the big upset last year in the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's the exact same scenario.
And guess who they pick up?
Yep, the exact same scenario. And Catoctin has beaten this same Boonesboro team by 20-plus in both regular season matchups. So you can bet yourself Coach Entwistle is reminding them that every single day at practice. We're going to be ready. Yep. And, one thing about Boonesboro, when we watched them earlier, they may not be the most skilled basketball players, but they're going to play hard. And last night, for them to win against Liberty, Haley Hartman scored 36 points herself with 10 rebounds to propel them to a 61-56 win.
One girls player scored 36 points.
Boonesboro, Haley Hartman, 36 points.
Wow.
Yep. So that's going to be a game plan changer there for Coach Entwistle to match up against her.
I would have loved to have been in the Entwistle living room last night when they got that score.
Yeah.
And she realized they got not Boonesboro again.
Yeah. Or, yes, I'm glad it's Boonesboro.
Yeah.
It's two ways to look at that.
That is two ways, yeah.
And there's
right.
a lot of young ladies on that Catoctin team that were participants in the game last year.
I wish they could have it back.
That's right. And here's your opportunity, young ladies.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Yep.
And, it's a good team.
Yeah.
Catoctin has a good team, and they're the number 1 seed. They had a bye, so let's see how they come out and play in front of the hometown crowd tomorrow night. We'll be there. We'll bring in a game live, myself and Coach Rick. It'll be, again, audio only, but we'll run it on our stream with the photos. And
another 6 p.m. start.
Right.
So those of you that work down the road, if you can't get there by 6, tune into the radio on the drive up.
Yeah. And tell your boss you need to leave early.
or better yet, leave early so you're there in person.
But we'll have you covered on both the radio and your mobile device. Online streaming, you can listen to the game live, WTHUradio.com, 1450 AM on terrestrial radio. All right. Any final thoughts, Coach?
Hey, a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, and this is a great test for Coach Mathis's Lions to be challenged. It's been a while since they've been challenged this deep into the game. Halftime being a 1-point game. So great response by his team. He has to be proud of them. And now, of course, it's easy. It's Middletown. Everybody gets up when you play Middletown.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This game archived in its entirety, available in our audio vault. You can check it out and listen, send it to your friends, let them know about it. We thank you for tuning in on behalf of the entire Cool Oldies 1450 team. Myself, Michael Betteridge, Coach Rick Little. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
Good night, all.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.